Hello loves, I'm Nadia and I welcome you to today's practice. This is great for when you're in your second trimester. We're going to lengthen and strengthen the whole body. But if you're an experienced yogi and you're in your third trimester, you're welcome to join, of course. Just make sure to take breaks, adjust the poses whenever you need to. If you're in your first trimester and you've never experienced yoga before, I would recommend you wait those 12 weeks, check back with your doctor, and then come back and join us later. I'm going to upload many more videos, so make sure to subscribe or just check in here from time to time so you don't miss any classes. Alright, to begin, grab 1 or 2 blocks and maybe a blanket so you can sit on that. And then meet me back here on your mat in a comfortable seat, Sukhasana. And you can close your eyes, relax your shoulders, bring your hands to your thighs. Taking an inhale here, lifting up through the crown of your head. And then exhale, let it out through the mouth. Take a couple of breaths here, inhaling, long breaths, and exhaling. Smile, that always helps during the practice, creating a positive surrounding for yourself here on your mat, and to settle into your body. Breathing in and breathing out. And you can bring your hands to prayer at the heart now, setting an intention for the day. Make it something personal to you, something that you can always come back to throughout the practice, a little reminder whenever you feel your mind drifting off. Take another inhale here, and then release your hands back onto your thighs. And very gently bring your chin over to the right shoulders. Very gentle, tiny movements here. We're going from right to left. Breathing in and breathing out. Waking up those neck muscles, activating the mobility in our spine. Go very gentle and easy here. And then let's meet in the center again. Release your left fingertips to the floor and very gently, tiny movement, tilt your head to the right. So you should experience a nice gentle stretch here in the left side of your neck. Check in with your spine here. Are you still sitting upright? Lifting up through the crown of your head. Opening those shoulders and collarbones. Let's switch sides. Right fingertips to the floor. Move your head or your chin to the left shoulder. One more breath. Come back to center. Take an inhale and roll your shoulders back. So shoulder blades pressing into your chest as you're lifting up your gaze or your chin. You can keep your eyes closed. And then on the exhale, draw those elbows forward as you round your spine. And activate your pelvis here. Make this movement big. Inhale, lifting up, and exhaling, rounding the spine. Bring those elbows forward. Inhale, lift. Open your collarbones. And exhale, get small. Last time, inhale. And exhale, round. Now find a neutral spine, and we want to move in all kinds of directions here from the waist up. Move your shoulders and your chest, rounding and arching the spine. And now change directions. This sort of rocking motion is always nice for our baby. And it actually feels nice too. Okay, find a neutral spine here. Inhale, lift up. And on the exhale, bring your right fingertips to the floor and your left arm over your ear. Gentle stretch in your left side waist here. Come back to center, lift, and switch. Now bring those right fingertips to the floor. Walk your hands forward. Lift your chest up. And walk your hands back. All right. We're coming onto all fours, so get rid of that blanket. And because of our belly, growing belly, it's more comfortable to open your legs a little wider than hip width. And begin to move your hips, big circles here. Going from left to right. You can bend those elbows as you move forward. Make this big. And then switch directions. Go from right to left. And then find stillness here on all fours. And lift up, moving into cat and cow pose. Exhale, round. Very similar movement to what we did when we were still in Sukhasana in the beginning of class. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, last round. And exhale. Coming into neutral. Raise your right arm up, lift. And now you probably know this from threading your arm underneath the left, but this time we want to extend that right arm forward. Drop the left elbow and bring the forehead to the floor. Lift that tailbone up and breathe. And then come back on all fours. Right arm down, left arm up, open it up. Inhale. And on the exhale, walk those fingertips forward. Come onto the right elbow and release your forehead to the ground. I love this stretch. It does feel kind of unusual, but this is such a nice release. All right, come on up. And now walk both fingertips forward
and release your forehead to the floor. Drop your elbows if you need to. Leave enough space for your belly, so you may have to walk those fingertips forward even more. You don't have to go too deep here in your back bend. And you want to make sure that you still get out of this comfortably. Come onto your elbows and then come on back onto all fours. Tuck your toes, and we're coming into our first downward facing dog pose. You can keep those knees soft here. Bend your knees deeper. Make sure to open those legs wide enough so you can leave space for your belly. Now begin to pedal your feet. One heel down while the other one is lifting. And then find stillness in your dog. Nice. Lifting up that tailbone, pressing your shoulder blades into your chest. And make sure that all 10 fingers are connected to the floor here. And now look forward. And raise your right leg up behind you. And step your leg. Instead of in between your hands, you want to place that foot on the outside of your right hand. Then drop your left knee to the floor and use your hand to come up. So interlace your fingers and place them on your knee or on your thigh. Lift your chest, straighten your arms, inhale, and exhale, soften. Inhale, rise up again, like a wave, exhale. And last time forward, and then this time come on up, stay here, raise your arms up, take an inhale, and on the exhale, bring your hands to the inside of your right foot and grab your blocks, come onto your toes of your back foot and raise your left knee off the mat. Just rock gently back and forth here. And now very gently begin to straighten that front leg. And exhale. Bend your knee again. Lift your chest up. And exhale. Fold. Straighten your leg. Inhale. Bring those shoulders back and puff your chest open. Let's do this again. And last time. Get rid of your blocks and release that left knee down to the floor again. You want to open that right knee, come onto the outer edge of your right foot, and very gently push against the inner thigh. You can open your chest now to the right a little bit, so you pull that right shoulder back. And then hands back down, step it back. Find your plank pose and drop your knees to the floor. Keep them wide, bring your toes together and find child's pose. Release your forehead, release your forearms to the floor. Inhale, rise up. This is our upward facing dog. And then exhale, raise your hips up high, find your dog pose. Take a breath here. Exhale out through the mouth. Take an inhale and look forward, raise your left leg high. On the exhale, bring it down at the outside of your left hand. Drop your right knee to the floor. Interlace your hands and bring them onto your left thigh. And then lean forward first here. Then find that lift, push
Inhale, exhale, inhale, fluid motion, exhale. Last time, inhale, stay up, raise your arms up. And then on the exhale, release your hands back down, find your blocks. Whatever you can find to help you get that lift. Tuck your back toes and lift your knee off the mat. Rock back and forth very gently, activating those calves. And now stay here. Straighten that left leg. Roll back. Inhale, forward. And then straighten that leg again. Lean forward, open your chest. Last time. Straighten. And now get rid of those blocks. Drop your back knee. And open your left knee out to the side. Very gently push against the inner thigh. Come onto the outer edge of your front foot and open your left shoulder. All right, bring those hands back down to the floor. Step back, find your plank pose. Drop your knees wide and release back, child's pose. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog pose. Stay here for one breath. Look forward and walk your feet to your hands. Soften your knees, rise up, inhale, halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana. Soften your knees as you roll up to standing. You stay where you are at the front of your mat. I'm gonna turn around so you can see me better. Your feet are hip distance apart. Rise your arms up. Release your right fingertips down and bring that left arm over your head. I'm getting out of breath. The bigger my belly gets. Come back to center, inhale. Left hand down. Right arm up and over the ear. Back to center, lift up. Now turn to face the right side. Try to keep your frontal hip bones facing forward. Little bit of a twisting motion. Not too deep. Rise up and switch sides. Right fingertips go forward. Left hand back. Rise up. And now find a tiny little back bend here. I'm not gonna go too far. So lift up, rise up. And then go back in the thoracic spine mostly, excuse me. And then from here, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. And now step your left foot back. Drop your knee, one breath, inhale, let's move a little faster. Bring your hands back down, find plank pose. Drop your knees wide and child's pose. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, back to downward facing dog pose. Firm your kneecaps. Maybe you can bring your heels down a little more. Or maybe you just want to keep those knees soft. Whatever feels good. But make sure that those shoulder blades are still pressing into your chest. Look forward. Walk your feet to your hands. Rise up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Come on up to standing. And again, lift your arms overhead. Drop your right hand and bring that left arm over your ear. One breath. Back to center. Switch side. Back to center, inhale, and now turn to face the right side. And back to center, switch. Turn to the left. Inhale, and now find that tiny little back bend. First we lift up and then bending back. Forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, rise, and now this time step the right foot back, drop your knee. One breath, inhale. Exhale, lower your hands back down, find your plank pose. Then drop your knees, child's pose. Keep breathing. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Look forward and then step your right foot to the outer edge of your mat to the right. Use your hands to come on up, so in case you're losing your balance. We're coming into crescent pose. Soften your back knee just a little bit and then lower down. And you can keep your hands at shoulder width. And now bring your hands down, doing a little strength training here. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Maybe the front knee can straighten as well. If not, that's totally fine. Make sure to find a spot that you can focus on so you keep your balance. And now keep your arms where they are and find your regular crescent pose. Back knee straight and open up to warrior two. So you drop the back heel down and sit low. Now straighten both legs, drop your arms, inhale and exhale. Reverse your warrior and bring that right arm over your ear. Parshvakonasana, hinge forward and bring your elbow to your thigh. Now bring that left arm in a circle, down and then over your ear. Maybe you can open your chest, create space. And we really want to press down through the outer edge of the back foot. Deep breath in. And even longer breaths out. Come on back up. Reverse your warrior again. Straighten your front leg. And we're coming into triangle pose. Straighten your arms and then hinge forward. Keep the legs where they are. So you can bring your right hand to your shin, or if you want to, use your block, you can do that too. Make sure that you leave enough space for your belly. And bring that left arm up. Maybe the gaze will follow. One more breath here. Smile. And then bring that top arm back down. Step back into plank. Right away, child's pose. One breath. Lift up and find your downward facing dog pose. Take a deep inhale here and then sigh it out. Look forward and step your left foot forward. Use your hands to come up into crescent pose. Soften the back knee. And then lower your hands by your side. Remember, a little strength training here in between. And then exhale, lower. Two more. Inhale and exhale. And then stay up. Front knee is bent. Oops. Slippery. And we're opening it up to the right. Drop the back heel down and find your warrior two. Also important, front heel to back arch alignment. Reverse your warrior. Left arm up and over the ear. Parshvakonasana. Widen your arms and then release your forearm to your thigh. Right arm in a big circle. Bring it down and then over your ear. And if this is uncomfortable on your shoulder, you can also just bring your arm up to the sky. Come back up, reverse your warrior, straighten your front leg, triangle pose next. Open your arms wide, hinge forward, leading with the sternum. Find your block or bring your hand to your shin, whatever you did on the other side. And this is an open hip movement, so the right hip goes up and back. One more breath, and release your top arm down, get rid of your block, step back, and find your child's pose. Look up again, open your chest, and find your downward facing dog again. Walk your feet to your hand, and now bring your feet at mat width. So bring them quite wide, and you can turn your toes out. I'm going to turn to the front so you can see me better. It's going to look like this. Little squat. Yes, so if this is too much, we'll be here for a little while because you want to engage the pelvic floor as well. Just a nice exercise and strengthener for the pelvic floor muscles. So just use your block if you need to, if this is too intense. All right, bring your hands together to pray at the heart. And now lift up just very slightly and bring those sit bones together. And then release. And lift up again. Draw those sit bones in. And exhale. Do this again. Hold it up. Don't forget to breathe. I know this can be very intense, but it's such a nice and good hip opener, as well as preparing us for birth. And then release. Nice. Okay, bring your right hand to the floor, your fingertips, and open up that left arm. Gaze up. Switch sides. Right arm up. And that's it. Turn those toes forward. Come into a forward fold, and very slowly, if you're feeling dizzy, always check back in. Stay here in that forward fold, and then very slowly come on up to standing. Okay, and we could stay here. Just open those feet wide, coming into a Shiva squat. Turn your toes out, and just move from side to side. Little dance. Bring your hands to your belly. Move those hips. Always nice for baby. This rocking motion. And then find stillness. Sit a little lower. Make sure that your knees are in line with your toes. And now bring your left shoulder in. Maybe look up or to the right. And then switch. Opening that chest. Bringing life into our spine and those hips. Keep going. And then stay here. Inhale, rise up, straighten your legs, and exhale, lower. Inhale, rise, and exhale, lower. Last time, inhale, and now exhale, lower. Now bring your right forearm to your thigh, and bring that left arm in a big circle over to the right, and then all the way up. Either to the sky or keep it over your ear. I know, and now you can really feel those legs. But remember, we want to build some strength, good thoughts, positive vibes. 3, 2, 1, and come on up. Whew. Straighten your legs and then sit low again. Drop your left forearm in a big circle. Right arm up and over the ear or to the sky. Whatever feels good. And you should feel your hips now, maybe your inner thighs, maybe you're shaking. If you're feeling dizzy or shaking too much, take a little break. You can always hit the pause button. We'll be here for one more breath and you're done. Whoa, I can feel it. Whew. Okay, find a wall. You're gonna do a little quad stretch, always nice. Use that left hand to create balance or to feel stable. And then grab a hold of your right ankle. Just lift that foot back and up behind you. Bring it closer to your butt. You can soften that standing leg. Push away from the wall just a little bit. And play with that motion, lifting up that foot. And then the other side, right hand to the wall. And place your left ankle in your left hand. It's also a nice, very gentle back bend. All right. Okay, shake it out. And we're coming down to the floor again, to the mat. And roll onto your left side. I'll be a mirror image to you. Now bend the bottom leg just a tiny bit and drop the right foot down. So you're feeling stable and you're grounding those toes. Use your right hand to press up. Lift your right arm. Create space and then lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, lower. Inhale, do this again. And hold here. Great. And that's it. And from here, we switch sides. You roll onto your right thigh and ground the left foot down. And you can bend that bottom knee just a little bit. Oops. Rise up. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Hold here. 3, 2, 1. And release. I'm sweaty. I don't know how you feel, but I can definitely feel the work that I'm doing, which is good. Okay, let's come on down to the floor. And bring those feet down. Bend your knees. Lift your hips up, lift your arms up and behind you. Rising up, fluid motion. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. And exhale, lower. Inhale, rise again. And exhale, lower. And I'll stay here. And very slowly, vertebra by vertebra, release your spine all the way down to the floor. Now extend your left leg long and bring your right knee into your chest, more out to the side, of course. We don't want to compress the belly here. So grab your shin and pull that knee in. You can flex that left foot. Feel a nice stretch here in your back thigh. And now if you can grab a hold of your big toe. If not, you just grab your ankle or your shin or your calf and then extend that leg. Straighten it and then pull that knee in again. Extend, bend, and extend again. You can grab a hold of that left thigh to keep your hips down. You drop that right leg just as much as you can that it still feels comfortable. We don't want to pull too much. But you may have noticed, due to the relaxin, the hormones that our body is producing now during pregnancy, we get more open and more flexible. But still, be very cautious and very mindful here. And then bring that leg back up. Bend that left leg again and bring your right ankle to your left thigh. If your belly is in the way, it may be easier to just grab the thigh from behind with the left arm and press against that right inner thigh. Flex your foot, so protect the knee. If you want to go deeper, you can pull that left knee in very gently. Close your eyes. And now release. Extend that right leg down and pull the left knee in. Grab your shin. Extend that leg again. If you want to go deeper and you're feeling quite open, you can grab a hold of that big toe and bend your knee again. Extend and bend. Extend and bending. Last time. And now press that right hand against your right thigh as you drop your left foot to the left. And if you can, keep that right shoulder connected to the ground as well. It's also okay to keep that left leg bent a little bit. Just want to feel a nice gentle stretch here and not overdo it. Okay, come back up. And now we're going into that hip stretch. Bringing the left ankle against the right thigh. Press against that left inner thigh to open up that leg. Flex your foot. Relax your neck muscles. And you can close your eyes here. Actually, one more thing that we need to do. I think I forgot that on the other side, but that's no biggie. We can just do this on this side here first. So such a nice opening motion. So just drop your right foot to the ground and then let your knees fall over to the left. Bring your right hand down and you can look or bring your gaze over to the right, over your right shoulder. And then switch sides again. As you know, I forgot the other side. So bring that right ankle against your left thigh and then drop your knees to the right. And you can look over your left shoulder. Keep your eyes closed. Find a moment of stillness here. Maybe rubbing your belly. It's just so nice. And to have that connection with baby. Very come back out of the pose. Bring your knees up. Find happy baby pose, so open your knees wide and grab a hold of the outer edges of your feet, and you can rock from side to side. And we are very close to Savasana. Our Savasana during the pregnancy will be a little different. The bigger the belly gets, you can release your legs. The less time you want to spend on our spine actually because of the pressure. So turn your knees to the left and roll onto your left side. If you have a pillow nearby, you can use that to give yourself, your head a little bit of support. If not, that's fine. You can just rest on your arm, close your eyes. Bring your right hand to your belly. Savasana. And you can give yourself a little more time here if you want. You just hit the pause button or stop. Or come and join me to finish up this class in a seated position. So very gently press your top hand into the floor to come on up. Support yourself. Find a seated position. Close your eyes and bring your hands to your thighs. One inhale here together. Exhale, sigh it out. Bring your hands to prayer, and let's seal this class with one sound of Om. So again, inhale. I would like to thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.